Okay, wait, I'm sorry, what is it?
Dust collection machine.
Wait a minute.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Francis. I'm just kind of doing a voiceover. We're going to try that. Last time the music was a little bit weird, so we're trying something different. This is the old Cannery project. My family's had it for about 50 years now, and we used to have a wood shop in there for many, many years. About, I think, about maybe 15 years ago, we moved out of here to the new building that we're in now, and this property kind of just got left on its own as the roofs were just tar paper. They started leaking and everything started kind of collapsing every winter. And this summer we kind of decided that, hey, it's time to probably move on and sell the property. So I got my kids down there and a couple friends and stuff to come and help us kind of clean the place up. Now, when you're seeing these videos, we've actually been there cleaning for I think about a month or two before we actually started videotaping anything. So you're kind of seeing actually, believe it or not, the cleaner version of what we were working on. Now, that's my son Lucas. He's the youngest son I have. He's kind of a goonball all the time. Gets himself in trouble. I gotta love him though. He works really, really hard. It was amazing. Our first day we were there, or second day, we all had work boots on, and he put 2 nails through his foot. I really, really thought he was going to be like out of there and not come back the rest of the summer. But I am very, very proud of him that he came back and kept helping us. So, just a little bit of backstory on the old cannery. The old cannery was built in the early 1900s. There was a 3-story tower part that was originally a granary, and they had dragged that across the railroad tracks with like 100 oxen back in like 1907, 1910. Then a family bought it and they kept adding on. There was a sawmill on one side, which I don't know if we'll probably not go into that section. And they basically started a canning company called Dubé Canning. They ended up, or Knowlton Canning. I'd have papers somewhere. I just don't remember. And it was roughly like 2-story wooden building. I think it was like 25,000 square feet total. Had a rail track that ran into one side. This is where the rail track was. So it was a big place back in the day. I think it hired like 250 people. And then I think 1964, 68, it closed its doors. And it sat empty for probably about 10 years. And then in 1975 or 77, my dad bought it. And then he owned it for quite a few years. And then my uncle bought it from him. And then I bought it from my uncle. So, like I said, it was used for a wood shop for the longest time. The biggest problem we were starting to run into is that our equipment was becoming more and more expensive. And because it was a wooden structure, it was really, really hard to get insurance on it. And they basically wanted us to go through and put steel and everything and redo it, put sprinkler systems in. And it just became so much on such an old building that it was hard for us to actually do it. Now, these back piles are the different stuff. This is actually a friend of mine, Tyler. He brought his front end loader down from their family's business down the road, and they're going to help lift up a dust collector. Right now, these are just piles of brush that we had cut out of the trees and stuff that we will be hopefully having the fire department burn this next spring or something. Maybe this winter when it snows. But yep, there's me in all my glory. I'm not dressed up when I work in the wood shop. So there's my father-in-law Phil. He's stuck with horrible projects. I'm pretty sure he's probably sick of me being around. He's probably hoping his daughter would maybe marry someone new. But hey, whatever, it happens, you know. So basically, that's a huge dust collector. We bought it probably 20 years ago. It's just way too big for my shop. We have a dust collector now in the new shop here, but it is not, this is way larger than we can use. So we just took the motors and some pulleys and stuff off it, and basically we're just going to have my father-in-law take it to the scrap heap. So right now we're going to see if Tyler can pick it up As I'm pretty sure that front end loader probably picks up about 15,000 pounds. This thing weighs about 10.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, we're
So
gonna probably
gross.
charge him for that, make it a mess. You know, everybody's when somebody does something for a case of beer, you know you gotta charge them for some of this stuff.
No.
So, but I think he's just trying to find the center, and then we're just gonna back the truck and trailer right underneath it. I really thought we were gonna need fork extensions, but like I said, Tyler knows what he's doing, so. Yeah, see, don't break it. That's what I told him. I didn't want to have to charge him for that. But it actually, believe it or not, if it's in the whole video here, it actually was a very, very easy move. It went really good. When you do stuff like this, you never know. Like when we took it out of the factory we got it from, it basically took 2 days, 4 or 5 people, a crane, and it was a mess to get that. I think we bought it in Scandinavia, Wisconsin, from a wood shop that would have business over there. I was just hoping we could put it up and feed our boiler here, but it just was too big of a project.
Is my dad just backing up?
Right now is a good time. I could put like an ad in for car insurance or something like that. I think we only have like 65. Oh, there's Mr. Ramsey. He's been helping me clean up the property too. He does scrapping, and he takes the metal scrap in, and then he donates a bunch of it to the veterans group, which is really awesome. His son Leo is just fabulous. He's been bringing different friends down. I know he's also helping us clean up our current wood shop this summer, so I do really appreciate all the help he's been giving us. It is amazing. I thought we were going to have to get 2 machines on there because,
Francis.
uh-oh.
Francis.
Yep.
What about those big pieces of timber?
They don't want them. They're afraid it'll make it too high.
Yeah, so that, like I said, we thought we might have to get 2 machines there. But like I said, it actually worked out really good. I was really kind of surprised. So I'm hoping, like I said, we got one more big project to do down there this next following spring. But it sounds like the place has been sold. So we're just working out some final details with the new owners, hopefully. And then it'll be somebody else's dream shop, hopefully, or whatever. But it is amazing because we spent, like, I grew up at the cannery because my dad used to build pallets there. So as a little kid, I was there all the time. And then my dad sold it to my uncle, and then he ran his wood shop and refinishing shop out of there for, 20-some years probably. And then I worked for him. So that's where I got most of my woodworking experience from. I worked there from 10 years old. I was spraying furniture, using a chop saw, running table saws at the age of 10. So that's when I started my woodworking career. But it is amazing watching like Phil because he's so really, really good at what he does when he's traveling with large pieces of equipment and stuff like that. He gets stuck doing all my auctions too. So whenever Cutie Pies and I buy something at an auction somewhere, I'm like, hey, is your dad bored this weekend?
Making
Does he
him
want
run.
to drive somewhere and get it? So I think they kind of get sick of like seeing my phone when it rings. They're like, oh no, what did he get us into? You know?
I tell those guys you don't have to.
But yeah, he's just reversing it right underneath there. Uh-oh. I guess Kitty Pie's yelling at somebody. But I think Phil's trailer is like a 14 or 18,000 pound trailer. So I'm not a trucker. I don't know. I know he does short. I don't know, what do you call it, hot shotting all over a couple states and stuff like that. So he knows what it can have on it, what it can't have on it.
You're still overhanging, but Dad.
That's fine. Another foot and a half. Okay.
Now they're just lining everything up because Phil wants it so it's almost touching the front, so most of the weight is over his two wheels. That way it doesn't make it bounce so much. Now, like I said, Tyler's really good. He's been driving. His dad did suggest, or his grandpa suggested, that I borrow the big cat front end loader and try this myself, but I was a little nervous because I think that thing cost more than $10. And I was like, I have never really driven a front end loader. Skid steers, forklifts, little baby crane one time, all kinds of little stuff like that, but this is a little bit beyond the size of stuff I've ever driven. And, it went really good. I'm so glad, because when you do projects like this, in the back of your mind, you have 2,000 different things that can go wrong, and you're like, oh man, oh no. And then, like I said, it was one of these days where I was like, holy smokes, that's great, you know. There's Phil just walking around, kind of making sure it's centered right on his trailer. Like I said, he's got tons of trucking experience, so he knows all this scary stuff. I would not, this is too big for something I would haul. I have a little cute 16-foot trailer that I haul some machines on, but this would be beyond my comfort level. Well, there I am walking around, surveying the system. I do like my Milwaukee gloves. If you're ever in the market for gloves, the steel ones, the Milwaukee ones are really nice. I never thought I'd really start wearing gloves as much as I have been this last 2 years. Now they're just putting some boards on there so they can get the forks out of there. And I'm not really even sure where he's taking this, to be honest. I guess I never asked him. As far as I was concerned, I'm like, hey, as long as it's off this property, I'm happy, you know. This one at an auction, I think we paid like $500 for it or something, and the crane was like $1,000 to get it taken down and moved over here. But then a couple years after I got this one, I was at another auction where they were willing to give one to me for almost free if I would remove it. I'm like, geez, how many dust collectors does one man need? You know? It's just too bad this one was so large. Oh, there she is, sitting on a trailer.
How's he gonna get out of there?
Like I said, it is funny watching Phil because he is so meticulous at this stuff. I mean, he's really good. Like, I never have to worry that, oh, wow, he's not going to be able to do that. There we go. Tyler's did it. Dropped it off. Oh, he's just putting his forks up so he can get out of there. And I do appreciate how he also came with a grinder earlier that year, and he hogged up a bunch of trees that were in the way. I mean, he's really been really super helpful. I do really appreciate it.
Who's the white minivan, honey?
What?
Who's the white minivan?
Doesn't it look like his big nose?
It's really funny is you start doing something around the neighborhood, and all of a sudden people just start showing up to talk and all that stuff. And that was Mr. Gritzmacher. He owned a house down the road, and super nice guy. Someone my dad I was introduced to about maybe 25, 30 years ago. Super interesting guy. He rebuilds motors.
He's gonna do something else.
I know. And then I think after this, oh well, there's Lucas in trouble on top of the dust collector because that's a good place for him. At least our insurance was paid up, so. And I think they're just going through right now, checking the load to make sure that there's nothing that's loose on it and stuff before they throw straps over it. Oh, there. That's, you know, that sounded expensive. But yeah, they're just getting it all ready. I know that I had there I am in the background talking with everybody over there, working really hard. You
What
know,
would you like?
that's what
The trailer?
happens to me. I end up talking to everybody, and then I get sidetracked. And I don't know.
Right, these?
Yeah, grab it.
Yeah.
Watch. Hopefully it's going to fall down.
Now they're going to take, I think I have Tyler, before he leaves, he takes the front end loader and he pushes that pile in to get ready for burning for the fire department. And I was going to originally do that with the little cute skid steer, but I'm not going to lie. He basically does it in like maybe 20 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever.
Lucas,
It
do you
would
want
have
your
taken
gloves?
me like all day to like move that pile. I don't like to bother people,
trailer?
so when I'm asking for favors and stuff, and I'm like, we could do it ourselves, don't worry about it. But I am really glad that Tyler did it because it made it so much easier, good to herself in the tunnel, She actually sounds kind of nice in there. Usually she's yelling or hitting me with sticks or something, But there's that whole walk. That was all overgrown with trees. We actually cleared all that up. And,
Why do we need to go home? Lucas, do you want your gloves?
yeah, see, Lucas only wants to work like 8 or 10 hours a day, and then he starts getting a little crabby. But he actually did good. I was very proud of him and talked about him every day before work. I mean, a couple friends showed up. I mean, I was very, very appreciative with everybody's help because it was really nice. Oh, look at this. Oh, no. This whole world's ending.
I've been waiting all week.
All week. Thanks for watching. Well, I appreciate everybody watching. Like I said, we should have another video coming out in a couple days.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, or not a couple days, in a couple weeks. I did buy a bunch of Lego stuff that I was going to try to show off. Thank you guys very much, and make sure you have a good time, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Let's go home.
Why do we need to go home?
Oh, please.
For what purpose? Like, what is the reasoning we need to go home?
This game, Mom, please.
What game?
It's just
Like, what is so
this game.
important about this game?
Please, Mom. No, Mom, can we actually, please go home, please?
Is it super important?
Mom.
Like, really, really important?
No, I've been waiting all week.